Hello students, this is your economics teacher Ayanar. I hope you are well and utilizing the time wisely.
In the previous class, you are learned about Chapter 9 Developmental Experience in India. Today, you are going to learn about Chapter 10 Rural Economics. First, we will discuss Introduction, Meaning and Need for Rural Development, Problem of Rural Economy and Rural Industries. Students, watch this video very carefully till the end. Fine, let us enter into the topics. Students, take the page number 205. Introduction, Rural Economics. Rural economics deals with the applications of economic principles in understanding and developing rural areas. In general, rural areas are geographical area located outside towns and cities. According to the Census of India, the basic units for rural areas is the revenue village. Rural economy refers to villages and rural community refers to people living in villages. Rural areas have problems like backwardness of agriculture, low income, low employment opportunities, poverty, low infrastructural development, low illiteracy, low labor productivity, lower price of agricultural product, surplus labor force, larger population, high level of migration and high dependency of natural resources and nature. According to the 2011 population census, there are 6,40,887 villages in India and 68.84% of the 121 crore total population live in rural areas. Next, meaning of rural development. Rural development is defined as an overall improvement in the economics and social well-being of villagers and the institutional and physical environments in which they live. According to the World Bank, rural development is a strategy designed to improve the economic and social life of a specific group of peoples, that is, rural people. In short, rural development in a process of improving the rural areas, rural people and rural living. Next, need for rural development. Rural development is very urgent in the context of the overall growth and development of Indian economy due to the following reason. First, a major share of population lives in rural areas and their development and contributions are very much supportive for the nation building's activities. India cannot be developed by retaining rural as backward. Second, the rural economy supports the urban sector by way of supplying drinking water, milk, food and raw materials. Hence, the backwardness of the rural sector would be a major impediment to the overall progress of the economy. Third, improvements in education, health and sanitation in villages can help avoid many urban problems, namely begging, rag picking and roadside slummings. Fourth, development of agriculture and allied activities are necessary for providing gainful employment in rural areas and improving overall food production. Fifth, the evils of brain drain and rural urban migration can be reduced if rural areas are developed. Sixth, in order to better utilize the unused and underutilized resources, there is a need to develop the rural economy. Seventh, rural development should minimize the gap between rural and urban areas in terms of the provision of infrastructural facilities. It was called as Pura by former President Abdul Kalam. Eighth, in order to improve the nation's status in the global area in terms of the economic indicators like Human Development Index, Women Empowerment Index, Gender Disparity Index, Physical Quality Life of Index and Cross National Happiness Index should be given due attention. Next, we will discuss problem of rural economy. Rural area are facing number of problems relating to people, agriculture, infrastructure, economy, society and culture, leadership and administration. The problem of rural economy are discussed below. First, people related problems. The problems related to individuals and their standard of living consists of illiteracy, lack of technical know-how, low level of confidence, depends on sentiments and belief, etc. Second, agriculture related problems. The problem related to agriculture includes lack of expected awareness, knowledge, skill and attitudes. Second, unavailability of inputs. Third, poor marketing facility. Fourth, insufficient extension staff and services. Fifth, multidimensional task to extension personal. Sixth, small size of landholding. Seventh, subdivision and fragmentations of landholding. Eighth, absence of infrastructure to work and stay in rural areas. Ninth, primitive technology and low adoptions of modern technologies. 10th, reduced public investment and absence of role for farmers in fixing the price for their own product. Third, infrastructural related problems. Poor infrastructural facilities like water, electricity, transport, educational institution, communication, health, employment, storage facility, banking and insurance are found in rural areas. Fourth, economics related problems. The economic problems related to rural areas are inability to adopt high cost technology, high cost of inputs, underprivileged rural industries, low income, indebtedness and existence of inequality in land holding and assets. In fertile areas, a few absentee landlords own large areas. They do not even greater interest in improving the performance of agriculture. Fifth, leadership related problems. The specific leadership related problems found in rural areas are leadership among the hands of inactive and incompetent people, self-interest of leaders, biased political will, less bargaining power and negotiation skills and dominance of political leaders. Sixth, administrative problems. The rural administrative problems consists of political interference, lack of motivation and interest, low wages in villages, improper utilizations of budget and absence of monitoring and implementations of rural development programs. Finally, we will discuss rural industries. Rural industries embrace all industries which are run by rural people in rural areas. These industries are based primarily on the utilizations of locally available raw materials, skills and a small amount of capital. The rural industries can be broadly classified into cottage industries, village industries, small industries, tiny industries and agro-based industries. First, cottage industries. Cottage industries are generally associated with agricultural and provide both part-time and full-time jobs in rural areas. The important characteristics of this type of industries are as follows. First, these industries are carried out by artisans in their own home at their own risk and for their own benefit. Artisans may combine this work with another regular job. Second, no or little outside labor is employed. Normally, the members of the household provide the necessary labors. Third, these industries are generally hereditary and traditional in character. Fourth, no or little power is used. Fifth, these industries usually serve the local market and generally work on the orders placed by other industries. Examples of cottage industries are mat, kayar and basket making industries. These principal cottage industries of India are handloom weaving, cotton, silk, jute, etc., pottery, washing soap making and key making industry. Next, village industries. Village industries are the traditional in nature and depends on local raw material. They cater to the needs of local population. Examples of village industries are gandasari, cane and bamboo basket, shoe making, pottery and leather tanning. These are almost similar to the cottage industries. Small scale industries. Most small scale industries are located near urban centers. They produce goods for local as well as foreign markets. Examples of such small scale industries are manufacturers of sports goods, soaps, electric fans, footwear, sewing machine and handloom weaving. Small scale industries are also known as micro, small and medium enterprises. They are defined and categorized by the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Act 2006. The Act categorized different scales of industries on the basis of investment in plant and machinery in case of manufacturing industries and on the basis of investment in equipment in case of service sector industries. Last, agro-based industries. These industries are based on the processing of agricultural produce. Agro-based industries may be organized on a cottage scale, small scale and large scale. These industries tend to develop household settlements around them as they employ more labor on a regular basis. Examples of textile, sugar, paper, vegetable oil, tea and coffee industries. That's all for today. We will continue in the next class. Finish the assignment by clicking the link below.